So we're standing in the exhibition Hello, my name is Paul Smith at the Design Museum in London. And this exhibition really takes people on a journey through Paul Smith's extraordinary world. We start the exhibition with really the very beginnings of the company and a recreation of Paul's very first shop that he set up in Nottingham in 1970. It was a very tiny, windowless room that measured just 3 by 3 metres. And that was really the very beginnings of the company. And really the exhibition reflects all the different elements of the company. We recreate Paul's office in the exhibition, which is full of stuff, his office in Covent Garden, full of objects, books, CDs, vintage cameras, toy rabbits, toy robots, bicycles, all manner of things, and they surround him. That's his working environment. And when I saw that office for the first time and had my first meeting with Paul about 14 months ago now, I knew that we had to recreate that, or try and recreate that space in the exhibition. And then we have a section in the exhibition called Inside Paul's Head, which the aim of that area is to really explore where Paul gets his ideas from and the many sources of his inspiration. So we've created a very immersive digital presentation that draws on Paul's very extensive photographic archive, because he's passionate about photography, takes his camera wherever he goes. And we take selected images and we look at where those images have come from, and how those images might inform the ideas behind a collection, or perhaps the design for a shop interior. So we're really trying to give people a rare insight into Paul's sort of working approach and creative approach. We also recreate the design studio at Covent Garden to give people a sense of what happens within that space, and we look at the development of a print for a mainline collection. And of course there are the clothes themselves. So here we're standing in the collections, and this is Paul's personal selection of clothes from the Paul Smith archive. And we've purposely grouped the clothes around 4 main themes that have inspired Paul's work over the last 40 years. And that's British tradition, colour, print and travel. And as you can see, there are many wonderful examples of Paul's very inventive use of tailoring, classic tailoring and craftsmanship, combined with a very inventive use of colour and print. And then the big finale to the exhibition is the fashion show. And there we've worked very closely with Sony to develop a film that is giving a real insight into behind the scenes at a Paul Smith fashion show. And Sony filmed the men's show in Paris in June this year, and have shot it in 4K, which is a brand new technology that they've pioneered, which gives an outstanding sort of quality of viewing experience. And that film really gives, I think, a fantastic insight into how a Paul Smith fashion show comes together, the preparation beforehand and the fashion show itself. So really the exhibition is designed to immerse you into Paul Smith's world. We look at the shops as well. We look at the many, there are many hundreds of Paul Smith shops around the world, and they're each very individual and unique in their design approach. So we explore the design of the shops. We look at the collaborations. Paul Smith has worked with a number of different companies over the years to develop products that carry his unique signature. And that can be anything from a multi-stripe mini to a Mercian bicycle, a Barber jacket, a Leica camera. So that area of the exhibition is packed full of really wonderful collaborations. So the exhibition is really taking you through the many different facets of the company. And I think at the core of Paul Smith, and hopefully is what this exhibition communicates, is the very fact that he's a businessman, he is a designer, but he's also, most importantly, a retailer. He began his career working in a shop, he calls himself a shopkeeper, and that's still something that's very important to him. And he's always thinking, whether it's in the design of the collections, or the design of the shops, or the design of any collaboration, that the important person is the end user, the customer. And that sense of the retailer, I think, is at the core of everything that he does.